You talked about how your husband has autism. How did you guys like decide to be public about that? Not that you shouldn't. I'm just curious. Like, it's kind of.
I didn't ask him. No, I'm just kidding. No.
Just one night.
Well, we were the way it happened was I was gonna document making this special, a stand-up special, and then I found out I was pregnant, and we're like, okay, great, that'll be part of the doc. And then I was so sick. I had something called hyperemesis gravidarum, which this is good. Anybody listening, if you have severe nausea and vomiting, and everyone's going, it's the first trimester, and you're like, I don't know, hyperemesis gravidarum.
It's a word. Wait,
hyperemesis gravidarum.
Wait, so say it like slow. Hyper. No.
Hyper means like a lot.
I know what you
emesis means nausea.
Emesis.
Emesis means vomiting.
I just wanted you to say it slow so I could say it with you. Hyperemesis
gravidarum.
I
feel like we're in like the craft and we're like hyperemesis gravidarum. Like we're gonna make a spell. But yes, and they really underdiagnose everything with women,
of course,
including endometriosis. Hello, you're not supposed to have vile cramps.
Classic.
That's not normal. It usually takes 10 years to get a diagnosis for endometriosis.
It's fucking insane.
Anyway, something's up.
Yep.
It's not just normal. You're not being dramatic. Anyway, and then my husband was on the spectrum. No, I'm just kidding. So then, after we were married, like a couple months, he would just do things where I'd be like, it would be such a different response than we were used to, you know. One time I fell and, you know, it's like everybody would be like, are you okay? You know, and he would just kind of like just stare, you know, and it was like, oh, and he would also just say things in front of people. It's part of what I fell in love with was that he'd be like, you know, why is your like outfit so weird? Are you, you know, and says exactly what he thinks. And I was like, would you be interested? I just did like a little online test, just me. And I was like, oh, for my test, I was like, he's on the spectrum. And I said to him, would you be interested in learning more about your brain? Like, would you want to find out if you were on the spectrum? And he was like, yeah.
That's a nice also way to like approach something.
Yeah. And he, had he said like, no, I would have been like, all right. Okay. But he went and he was tested and, yeah. And like, and it's been amazing. Like it's been amazing for him.
Yeah.
And for me, it's like, but it's because it's public and there aren't many adults out